Well, hello everyone and welcome back to SamCastGS. I'm back to recording downstairs, as you can see. I would do more recording in my room if the lighting wasn't so horrible at my desk. Cause when I shot that last video, I was kneeling in front of my bed with the computer just sitting there. It wasn't very stable surface, so the computer was moving around a little bit. Anyway, it's good to see you all again. Or at least the people who are watching from the previous videos. I mean, you know, that whole thing. I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. I know I did. Well, not really. I had a lot of work to do. But I managed to enjoy some of it. I had to work on Saturday this past week. I was working with my brother. It wasn't so bad. Most of the time we just spent chopping wood with this giant wedge chopping thingamajiggy. I believe that's the actual term of the device that we were using. We also spent a lot of time burning wood, like branches and pieces of trees that people were cutting up because they were over the house or they were blocking electrical wires or something. You know, they had a big crane and they were going up and they were tying ropes around trees and cutting them and swinging them down so they wouldn't hit the house. Our employer has a flamethrower. It's literally a nozzle attached to a propane tank. And whenever we can't get a fire started, he brings over the tank and the nozzle and just incinerates everything. My brother and I have been afraid for our lives several times. He's just this crazy old man. Like, so crazy. He makes up phrases sometimes. Like one time we were trimming foliage and underbrush that was along his driveway, and he was warning us about the poison ivy, and he said, just remember, leaves of 3, leave it be. Red stems, bad news. And we looked at each other like, what did he just say? Also, when he lit the fire with the flamethrower one time, he turned to us and said, they call me one match Angotti. He's just the craziest old man and we love him. He's simultaneously the best and the most terrifying boss that we could have possibly ever had. He can't hear anything because he lost his hearing in Vietnam and he lost part of his vision. So he's both partially blind and deaf, which means when he's on the tractor, he owns 2 tractors and he drives them around and scoops up dirt and gravel and dumps it in the creek. So when he's on the tractors, we're yelling at him and he can't hear what we're saying. It becomes a problem sometimes. Like one time, he was moving trees, like entire trees from one place to another. I had to bring in this giant machine that digs into the ground, scoops up the tree, and takes it with it. And then they put it in a hole that they made previously, and then they replace that hole from the tree with the dirt from the other hole. My mother was helping us work that day, and we got in Art's golf cart and we were driving around to check on the guys. So we stop in front of one of the big holes, and the guys are looking at us like, no, get away from there! And we look over and there's thousands of wasps just flying around because apparently there was a wasp nest underground like 3 feet from where they dug the hole. But Art's just sitting there because he can't hear what they're saying, so we're like, Art, move the golf cart! It was crazy! So we sped right through the wasps. And we got to the guys and like, we dug in there and they just swarmed. We got stung like 11 times. Oh, it was crazy. We're lucky to be alive. So yeah, working for Art can be kind of crazy sometimes. But I gotta get back to work on this project for typography. I'm hoping to make a vlog soon with that flip video camera that we have. I might do it this weekend when we go to Chicago. So maybe be looking forward to that. Well, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you on Wednesday.